Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parshas Va'era. The question of the week is, what is the great blessing of Bakol, Mikol, Koil that we say in the grace after meals? So in the grace after meals, we have this powerful blessing that we ask God He should bless our parents, our families, and everybody. With what blessing? The blessing that He blessed Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob with Bakol, Mikol, Koil. What is the blessing of Bakol, Mikol, Koil? So the Talmud tells us that there were three people that God allowed to taste of what it's going to be like when Mashiach comes. Who was that? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And it says, by Abraham it says Bakol. When the Torah says, V'Avram Zakein, Abraham was old, and Hashem Beirach as Avram Bakol with everything. Yitzchok, when he gave Yaakov the blessings, and Esav came for the blessing. So Yitzchok says, and I ate Mikol from everything. So you see the expression of Koil with the letter Mem beforehand. And when it comes to Yaakov, when he had this fight with Esau, he says, I have everything. I have Koil. I have everything. So since Koil is referring to everything, so the Talmud says that Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob received a gift that they're able to taste like what it's going to be like when Mashiach comes. But the question is, but if you look into every one of those cases where it says, Bakol, they had everything, it was all about a struggle. Abraham needed a shidduch for his son. We all know about the shidduch crisis. Yitzchok was dealing with Yaakov and Esav over the fight over the blessings. Yaakov was struggling over Esav. So what does it mean that they taste when Mashiach comes? How is that Koil? How is that everything? So the Rebbe explains powerfully, and he says as follows. In this week's Torah portion, the Torah begins and it says, Ve'era, El Avram, Ve'el Yitzchok and Yaakov. Hashem says, I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ushmi Yudke Vavke lo yinaydati lehem. I did not reveal myself with Yudke Vavke, only with Kel Shakai. However, with the Jewish people now, he's going to reveal himself with this name, Yudke Vavke. So the Rebbe asks a simple question. The Torah is telling us that to the patriarchs, Ushmi Hashem, Yudke Vavke, they were not revealed. Okay, so why does the Torah have to tell us something now about something of the past where Yudke Vavke was not revealed? What's important is that Yudke Vavke is revealed now. The second question Rebbe asks, when the Torah says, Ushmi Hashem lo yinadati lahem, so technically it's speaking of the past. But we know Torah is everlasting, and the Torah says, Shmi Hashem lo yinadati, that means even then, Yudke Vavke was not revealed. So what does that mean? And Rebbe explains as follows. There's a verse in the Torah that says, V'haya Hashem li l'Elokim, that Yudke Vavke is going to be on the same level as Elokim. What does that mean? Yudke Vavke is the infinite part of Hashem. Elokim is the finite part of Hashem. But it's referring to when Mashiach comes, there's going to be such a great and a much greater revelation of Yudke Vavke that the level of Yudke Vavke that was revealed before is going to be just like Elokim. We're going to be upgraded to a whole new level. So based on this, Rebbe explains that there's different levels in Yudke Vavke. There's a level of Yudke Vavke that was revealed to the Jewish people at Matan Torah, but when Mashiach comes, it's going to be a whole different level. And because it's going to be a whole different level, that's why even though it's Yudke Vavke is revealed since Matan Torah, but it's still in the level of Shmi Hashem lo yinaydati lahem, because it's a much greater and deeper level that was not revealed, that will be revealed when Mashiach comes. So based on this, Rebbe says, when the Avos received Bakol, Mikol, Koil, that was, they draw down God's blessing into this world. However, God's blessing wasn't fully revealed. Why? Because they each had their own struggles. So to answer the question, what is the great blessing of Bakol, Mikol, Koil? The great blessing of Bakol, Mikol, Koil is not only that God should be drawn down in this world, but God should be revealed in every part of our life with a true revelation and a complete revelation. That will be the greatest blessing of Bakol, Mikol, Koil that we all wish for and we all pray for, total revelation of the infinite light of Hashem. This week's Torah lesson is dedicated to the memory of Baruch ben Ari Leib, Shlomo ben Yosef, and Rachel bas Lipa. May their souls be elevated by the Torah we're studying in their memory. For more information, please see our website, chabadswf.org. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. Have a great and blessed week.